Hi Taurus, this is Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of July 2019. In this reading, I'm going to be using the Marigold Tarot for those of you who are curious. Okay. All right, so starting off, your energy is the Two of Wands in reverse. So usually this means that there's something that you were planning or wanting to plan, something that you were wanting to do, and there's a delay for some reason or other. These always stand out in this card. It's like your whatever project you want is not growing roots yet. So there's some delay in communications or some forward momentum with something. At the same time, though, you've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which is awesome. This is you and your element, really coming into your own as far as having a stable foundation when it comes to money, home, work, that sort of thing. So that means you'll be feeling pretty prosperous and settled this month. What's influencing you, though, is the Three of Swords. So there's some sort of heartbreak that you're going through at this moment, and it could be related to a relationship. It could be romantic, it could be a friendship, it could be work, it could be anything. Let's see. Is there any words of comfort for Taurus with this heartbreak? Okay. Five of Swords. I would take this to mean that whatever it was would have led to more conflict had it stayed in your life. Sometimes that can also be fighting in your own mind. So I feel like if that's the case, be gentle with yourself. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this is usually about seeing how far you've come. So I think in this case, whatever it is that happened, don't let it set you back too far. Don't let it question you or bring in self-doubt if you want to see what it looks like upright. I feel like don't let it question your value, your self-worth. Don't let these things that didn't necessarily go the way that you hope make you think that you haven't really done anything or come very far at all. Okay. And that could be part of the battle in your mind, is not questioning. Keep hearing, don't question your value or self-worth. And you've also got what's influencing you too is justice in reverse. So this usually is feeling imbalanced externally when it comes to the other influences in your life. So let's see, is there anything Taurus can do about this? Six of Wands. Usually that means there's a victory coming or some sort of triumph. Although there is a delay on good news. So what can Taurus do with that information? The Devil in reverse. So this is Capricorn energy, but it also means get yourself out of a situation where you feel stuck or trapped. This is like where you're beholden to someone or something else. But when it's in reverse, you're seeing your way out of it. So then get all the hell out of there as much as you can. In the near future, you've got the Three of Cups in reverse. Sometimes this can be, it's about a few different things. This can be about sometimes maybe partying a little too much, or an intermediary coming into a relationship, a third party. Let's look into that a little bit more. Five of Pentacles, whatever it is, you're not going to be feeling a sense of lack when it comes to money. It could also be that there's someone or something coming in that's making you think, oh, there are more options here than I thought there were when it comes to dating or whatever. So that's good news. For some reason, I'm hearing don't tempt too much. So take that however that applies. You've also got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse as far as where you are this month. So there's something where you don't really want to put the work into something. That's usually what this means. Like there's something where you don't really feel like putting in the energy, time, and effort because maybe you don't think it's necessarily worth it. You could be dealing with an air sign, or this could be your energy. You could be dealing with someone who's being kind of nasty, conniving, taking things for granted, taking whatever they want, and I feel like devaluing the rest. Maybe some of you are having a new company by the place that you work for. And so you're like, I don't want to deal with this. And what's fascinating is that what's influencing you is you're not necessarily looking for new opportunities. You're kind of like in a situation that you're not really keen about. This isn't like the best energy. It's not the worst thing ever because you are seeing your way out of it. There's some tools here for you, but you're not really looking to jump ship right away, which means it's probably not so bad that you're like, oh my God, get me the hell out of here. You're probably like, it's fine. But also, as far as the outcome goes, you're going to be sitting pretty. You got the King of Pentacles. So I don't know what this situation is. This is very interesting. But as far as the future goes, you're going to be having some money, having some stability. This is all your element, earth element. So this is work, home, money, all those things. This is stable finances, feeling yourself as far as your element goes. This is standing in your truth. And I feel like having all your needs met pretty much. So interesting. Let's see. What else should Taurus keep in mind for the month of July 2019? I feel like as some of you are having a company that's laying you off, I keep hearing someone saying stay hard for your money, which is such a weird phrase, but I feel like it's fight for what you're really worth. So if you're negotiating a severance package or some kind of deal so that you'll leave, I feel like it's not within reason, but argue for what you're worth. Okay. 5 of Wands. This means some sort of arguing or litigation is coming to an end this month. So if you've been fighting with someone else, that's coming to a conclusion. The Sun in reverse. There's good things going on, but you may not necessarily be seeing them. And I feel like because you'll be frustrated. And yeah, you've got the 5 of Cups. So you're feeling disappointed. Not everything is really working out the way that you want to. So you're feeling not good about that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. You may feel like things aren't necessarily building. Yes, you're reaching the culmination point when it comes to money, but there aren't new opportunities coming in just yet. However, you've got the Ace of Cups. So there will be a lot of happiness this month. This is you feeling satisfied, emotionally abundant. There's still good things. So as far as all the things that aren't going right, I want to know, what should Taurus do about that or know about that? What would help them during this time? They're saying something like, be your peaceful self, be at your peaceful self. You've got the 9 of Wands, which, and this deck actually is pretty positive. Usually this is feeling like you're preparing for the next onslaught or battle, and it's kind of like, what now? This is also sometimes culmination, seeing how far you've come, what you've been able to build. Let me just clarify that one more time. Temperance in reverse. Don't let anyone throw you off your game. That's what I'm hearing. Don't let anyone make you lose your balance. For some of you, those of you who are baseball fans, because that was what I saw when I heard don't let them throw you off your game. I feel like if you need to let loose and have some fun this summer, go to a baseball game, preferably for your favorite team or whatever your local team is. And I feel like for some of you, that'll be a good release, just a general good time. Let me see if there's anything else. The High Priestess in reverse. So with this, I feel like don't let all these things throw off your judgment when it comes to your sense of character, especially when it comes to other people. Use it to judge people with ill intentions. Sometimes this can mean someone's keeping secrets. So really trust your instincts when it comes to certain situations and know when it is a bad place or a bad time, bad feeling in your stomach. Make sure you pay attention to that. You'll know the right feeling when you feel it. So I think that's it's about being around people, that if you get a bad sense around certain people, wait until you get a good feeling around someone. That'll tell you something about them. So, okay, I'm going to end with a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. Sorry, that wasn't really long enough for you to read it, was it? If you can. This is basically the gist is to give you a sense of something to keep in mind for this month. General energy, where you're at for Taurus, July 2019. The Lamb. So I am actually going to read this from the book, but this is about finding your own balance. This is about like peace and calm. Okay. Lamb is peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Translation: listen to advice no matter who it comes from, because it could be beneficial, if you didn't know that already. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. So if you keep seeing the same numbers, seeing the same animals, that kind of thing, usually that means to Google it or pay attention so that you can figure out what exactly the message is trying to tell you that's specific to you. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, concerned, which is not a Taurus quality. To bring into balance, meditation, and listening. So it's interesting too, because this is earth element, which is your element. So I feel like it's also about grounding, of doing meditation when you need to. But even I feel like being outside, you know, walking, sitting in nature, sitting in silence and peace if you can. So if, for some of you, I feel like hiking, but for some of you, maybe look up forest bathing if you are familiar with that. Some of you just may want to sit in nature for a little while, for even half an hour or a few hours, obviously depending on your level of patience, but and seeing if that brings you some sense of quiet, peace, solitude, that sort of thing. So that is your reading for the month of July, Taurus. I hope you all have a wonderful month, and I'll see all of you again next month.